Okay, first off, I want to say one thing. Either the production team were literally way behind schedule or something because they are faster than Flash itself. Because how is it that the drama just like literally 2025, the last December of 2025, saying, oh, yesterday, BL, coming soon 2026, and it literally comes the 2026 start. This is January 2026. Let me tell you something. All the entertainment industry need to learn. They need to learn. Thank you. Okay, so this is Kelvin, and to me, his character is giving more stalker, possessive. He's the type of person that once he sets his eye on something, he's not gonna let that go, and that is exactly what he did for for Ford's character, which is Veer. Veer? How do you pronounce his name? Veer. Like I said, Ford plays Veer, and I'm not gonna lie, Ford, your characters are still the same from your previous characters. Love Sea, Love in the Air, and Yesterday. You're a playboy. I'm trying to figure out if you're rich in this drama. So clearly, Kelvin sees Veer kissing someone and he's not liking it. Now, I'm not sure if he's not liking that the other person is kissing Veer or the fact that Veer is kissing the other person, and I'm not sure if Calvin is in love with the other person or is Veer. Either way, he's giving more of a jealous kind, and it's not the kind one. You know, those dangerous, jealous type of person? That's the eyes that he gives. This is the love that you tricked me with. It's giving, you're pregnant and I'm not the baby daddy, but you want to plant the baby on me. Like, dude, what kind of love is this? And why does it seem like you guys are in a dungeon with no daylight? Oh my God. Yeah, I can't tell you if it's some BDSM shit or something, but I do know one thing. Somebody's held captive and it's not for their own good. Oh wow. So already the trailer is starting off strong emotional wise. I do remember when Fort and Pete were having an interview and they did mention that to be prepared for a role switch, whereas normally with Love Sea and Love in the Air, Pete would be the innocent one and the one that you think, needs help. But in this one, Ford is the one that would be the submissive one, and Pete would be the dominant one in case of this whole thing. I see where they were going with this because in Love Sea and Love in the Air, Pete was the one with his character was in both abusive relationship and abusive parents. But in this case, it's kind of different because in both characters, they never have a relationship that is the main that is actually abusive. Pete, which we plays Calvin, is more of the possessive one and he likes to keep things for himself. In this case, it's Veer, and I'm assuming the dungeon part is where he wants to keep him captive so no one can have him. Calvin is devious, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so here's what I want to expect in the drama, and it's just my thoughts. But in Love Sea and Love in the Air, we saw in both drama that Pete shows more emotions than Ford. So I want to see Ford in his emotional era, if that makes sense. Like, give him more crying scene, give him something. I've seen him cry, but not like emotional torture cry, if you get what I mean. So this is Ken, and I'm just gonna assume that Ken is related to Kelvin. So yeah, or not, it could be related to Veer. But one thing for sure, the man at the end of the table, I'm assuming is supposed to be the father. All I can say is this man is making money. I'm wondering if he's a freelance actor, because didn't we just see you come out from Head to Head? Or is Me Man Y a part of GMM? I gotta look that up, because if it is, then that would explain a lot. Ooh, bitch, you are good. Okay, let me explain. So we're at a party and Calvin just bumped into Veer and turned around and apologized, looking innocent with his all glasses. But at first I was gonna say maybe he's just genuinely innocent, but seeing how he is right now, this is probably one of his plans to get closer to Veer. I'm not sure if it's a business plan or it's the heart plan to get him to fall in love? I don't know. But this is one of those things that you gotta say is always expect the ones you least expect, the innocent ones. Like I said, bitch, you are good. And homeboy here is just eating it up because he's falling for the trick. Because this is exactly his type. The innocent, glasses, cute, sexy type of vibes. He's a player. He's not even realizing he's getting played. Oh my God. Sir, I don't know. You're the wrong person. But hey, you're going to get trapped. Good luck getting out though. Or maybe I feel like Calvin was just doing his own thing, minding his own business, and then Veer just shows up. Because bumping into Veer was not one of Calvin's bingo cards. But now that Calvin like sparks up something in Veer, of course he's gonna find a way to get closer to Victor, to Calvin. Why am I saying Victor? Calvin. But still, Calvin, I don't know what you're doing, but you like your Delulu, stay in it, but don't bring this poor boy in it. I know he's a player, but ain't the player you want. Not the play kind of game you need. He can't handle your play. To be honest, when I watch the pilot and even watching the trailer now, there are some things that I don't really understand about the drama. I get the love, I get the betrayal, I get the hurt, but the part that I don't understand is the business part of it, because there's actually business involved in this one, but I just don't understand what that is. Someone talking about reclaim something that has to do with their mother and father. That part, yeah, but it has to do with some business that I don't really understand about that one. So I would like to think that Calvin and Veer are from two different business backgrounds, and in order for them to get the money or get something, they have to come together and as a collab to get certain things. But I don't know. One of them is talking about revenge by getting stuff that belongs to them that is not theirs anymore, while the other one, I'm not sure. Like I said, the business part of it, I don't understand. The rest of the part about love, betrayal, hurt, and tragic stuff, I understand. It's just the business part I don't understand. Oh, I see. Calvin, your family, or maybe it's your father, does not like you. It's kind of giving the one with off road and Tao's character show that just ended. I don't remember the drama, but that, and if it is, then that would mean Ken is the brother, but maybe the stepbrother, and they're fighting for business. It's just giving that vibe, and I don't want to drop this drama. I want to watch it because I dropped that drama, honestly, and I'm so sorry. It was a good one. I just don't remember the name, but that drama. You get what I mean? The one with Off-Road and Tao, the one that ended. That one. Oh, hell no. Come on, man. Pete, talk to me. Didn't you do two dramas that you go with traumatic problems? You went with traumatic relationship where the boyfriend treated you like shit. And in Love Sea, you went with traumatic family when the father treats you like shit for money. Sir, did you sign a contract saying that you will be doing traumatic episode as a character or something? Because this is not... No. I thought we were going to switch things up. Why? What? 3 dramas, and all of them, you're literally the person that's suffering. Come on, Pete. Okay, so Ken and Lalin are getting married, but they don't look so happy, especially Lalin here. I'm assuming it's for business wise. For those who don't understand, there are many ways to collab in business, whether the partners come to agreement to collab with each other, and that's through contract or through marriage. Now, with the marriage part, in my knowledge, sometimes it's a contract marriage, and sometimes it's just family marriage, like family, older people have friends and they're loving that friend, and they have grandchildren, and that children marry off to the other grandchildren. Or it could mean it's just really a collaboration where one of the parents are not that well off, whereas the person need more money, so they marry off to the other one so they can leverage off that. Now, what I don't know what this is about, but I do know one thing. They don't look happy in this marriage. And then Lalene is talking to her father, and she's like, Kenny's an idiot. So I remember the drama with Alfred and Dow is the Wiki Games. Literally kind of resembled not a lot, but the part where like for Ken, for example, Ken is giving the type of guy that he wants attention, but also he wants approval, but also he wants to prove himself to the father to say, hey, I'm not useless. I can actually do things. But so far as like the Wicked Games, you ain't doing much. I ain't gonna lie you. So I'm assuming you're Veer's ex, because if that's the case, then this is gonna be a lot of problems in this. I'm glad there's some type of relationship ups and downs. It gives the drama a little bit of spice, but at the same time, it kind of distracting me from misunderstanding what the business part of this drama is, because the drama is, to me, it's more like business half and half, and the other half is more like problems with family, love, stuff like that. But again, I don't understand the business part of it. Ooh, you know I'm a type of person who's weak to hands on throat when I see someone like that, but still. Pete as a dominant person, that's new. It's something I want to see, because in Love Sea and Love in the Air, he was more of the submissive one. So to see Pete more dominant like this is something I want to see. Also, we'll be seeing a dominant jealous version. I've seen jealous version of Pete in Love Sea, but not dominant mixed with jealousy. Well, this jealousy is definitely gonna cause a whole lot of problem, to the point where why he's gonna be locked up. Calvin is not a type of person that will definitely want, when he has someone he wants to share. He's not a share person. Oh, we got guns in this, and judging by the how close that gun is to this man's face, it's an act of betrayal. Now, it could mean that you're in the car and some robbers just come inside the car and just point the gun at you, but at the same time, it's still a betrayal, because for you to get this close, it's got to mean that this person knows you, right? It can't be no robbing. This person knows you, and he is definitely gonna get rid of you. This man, this bitch, Veer, can we go back to how we used to be? Bitch, how? What, when you were wearing glasses pretending to be like you're not who you are? Or was there a point in time where there is actual love without violence? Pete, you is a man of facial talent. If they don't give you an award at some kind of gala or red carpet or some type of event, they are cruel, because you deserve it. You out here acting. There's the amount of facial expression in this one drama that Pete just gave. Pete gave sad. Pete gave innocent. Pete gave cry. Pete gave jealous. Pete gave possessive, and now he's giving evil. At this point, there is no emotion that Pete cannot do. I got so many things that I need to ask Kelvin about his love, and so many questions. Like, for example, you're talking about you love and you helped him with everything. Sir, you trapped this boy in a dungeon without actual daylight. You have a tub over there because you prepared baths, so you don't want him to escape. I feel like either you yourself was in this room and you escape for some reason, or you gained the advantage to actually live up top, but now you remember that you love this person is actually finding ways to escape, and you don't want him to escape and find nobody else, so you trapped him down here using the word love. My question is, at what point in any of this love that you talk about, you're gonna realize what you're doing is wrong? Oh shit, we got self-harm. Okay, we're definitely gonna hit some very hot topics in this drama. A lot of things to talk about, but like, I'm just debating if I want to do a recap of this one or a prediction. For those who don't understand what prediction is, I kind of tell what I think will happen in the next episode instead of doing like episode 1. I was just like watch episode 1 and then predict what I think will happen in episode 2. That's the prediction part, but still, A lot of topic is gonna definitely hit in this drama, a lot of emotions, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for this one, but I'm gonna gear up for it. Oh wait, so I feel like there's gonna be a point where Veer is gonna have advantage, like a point where he can escape from Kelvin. But I know Veer loves Kelvin. That is the only reason why he stayed. But at the same time, Kelvin treats him bad. That is why he wants to leave. But at the same time, Calvin is a red flag. The flag that will do you something or at least hurt himself just for you to get guilty or gaslight you for you to come back. The question is, at what point is Veer gonna stop and think of himself and say, okay, this is not healthy for me? I think when the teaser came out of for yesterday, I think this part was a part of the old teaser and a lot of audience was gearing up for it. But for me, when I saw it, I was like, to see Pete as a very dominant and controlling type of person and a very abusive ish in the drama, I think that was also what people were gearing up to see, how well Pete portray this type of character. But for me, it's a lot. Just that one clip of that scene with this in it, I was like, I knew this whole drama is gonna be a lot of toll, took a lot of toll on emotion wise. But like, it's something that I want to see because again, in Love Scene and Love in the Ear, they never gave us Pete that type of character or that type of power. So I want to see that. Also, I know we're not gonna be disappointed with Pete and Ford's love scene or NC scene, because in Love in the Year is like in a beginner's level. But have you seen Love Scene, the BJ scene? Like, I'm just saying, they won't disappoint. I feel like that's what audience are gonna scream the most when it comes to NC scenes. But yeah, it is something I know I'm not gonna be disappointed in. Okay, so the drama is called Yesterday. The drama will be aired the 26th of January. It is on a Monday with a total of 10 episodes, and you will see it on WeTV. I'm 100% sure you're not gonna see it on YouTube. Maybe they'll probably put like clips of YouTube, but that's all you'll see. Other from that, yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is important or not, but I just put it in, so I try to translate the best way I can. So it says, yesterday, the first episode will be on WeTV February the 9th, which is on a Monday as well. So they're definitely gonna put out on a Monday, both on the entire thing is gonna be a Monday drama. So might as well, it just falls on a Monday, right? Also, it's gonna be on WeTV for the 9th of February, the uncut version. So like, I'm assuming the people who's gonna see it early on before the 9th is the people who have access. So yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do a recap, maybe the prediction. I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you want me to do the prediction or the recap?